Guys, I'm Tyler, and welcome to another episode of my Christian Music Weekend Reviews. Each week I take 5 releases, albums or singles, and after having listened to them all week, I come back here and I review them. I share what I think about them. So without further ado, let's get to this week's first release, Matthew West's new single, and the title track of his upcoming album, Brand New. This single, Brand New, is a nice contemporary pop ballad with synthesizer, bass, guitar, drum, and piano. And as for the lyrics here, love the lyrics here. Even when you're tempted to think about your mistakes, your shame, and your past, God wants you to remember He is making you brand new. Up next, Mandisa's new single, a cover of Waymaker. Mandisa's new cover of Waymaker includes keyboard and soft bass in the first verse, keyboard and guitar in the chorus, keyboard, drum, guitar in the second verse, and then just keyboard and drum in the last verse. This cover of Waymaker shows off Mandisa's nice voice. However, I would still say that Leland probably has my favorite version of this song. And as for the lyrics here, talks about how even when we can't see it, God is working and making a way and doing miracles. Up next, Gazelle's new release, 180. Gazelle's new project, 180, definitely has some hip hop influence instrumentally with the bass, definitely, and then the piano and synthesizer. One thing that I think is kind of neat about this project is, even though yes, he does rap some, is he sings a lot, which I think is kind of neat because he's a really good singer, so it really does showcase that side, why did I say size, side of his talent here. Kind of reminds me actually a little bit with the sing part of it all. I think kind of reminds me of B Rose's album from last year, Fourth. And as for the lyrics here, he talks about feeling criticism and not trying to let the critics push direction, trying to do what he wants to do and what he's meant to do, and what God calls him to do. Up next, The Church Will Sing, Volume 1. The Church Will Sing, Volume 1 is a promising start to this new project. It has a very nice modern worship sound to it, with some pop elements sprinkled in. And as for the lyrics here, great lyrics here. Talks about singing God's praise. Talks about how He is incomparably great and how He is who we need for salvation. Up next, our last release for today, Gateway Youth's new EP, Elements. About Gateway Youth's new release, Elements, I'm totally in love with the sound on this, with the electro-pop feel to it. And as for the lyrics here, good lyrics here too. So Oxygen says that Jesus is our oxygen, and then Embers acts as God to set our faith on fire for Him, and then Earth sings praise to the God above the earth. We come back next week for 5 more releases. If you like what you saw in this video, please subscribe. Also, if you have any thoughts about this week's releases, please leave that in the comments below. If there's any releases that came out today that you'd like to see me review, leave that in the comments below also. Also, please be sure to give this business page a like on Facebook. I'll leave a link to that too. And then, one other announcement I wanted to make before I go is I will be dropping a new playlist this week. Yes, Christmas season is over, so that means I can now... Well, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the Christmas season like the rest of you did. But now that Christmas season's over, I'm going to go back to dropping new book playlists. So on January 13th, I'm going to be releasing a book play. This Monday, I'll be putting out a playlist of songs based on When God Becomes Real by Buffalo Music's Brian Johnson. And yes, there will be some actual Buffalo songs on there. Got about 4 Buffalo songs on there, and then 2 Brian and Jen Johnson songs. And then the other 10 songs will be from other artists that are pretty good too. So please be sure to check that out this Monday. Well, I'll go now. Bye.